Hello, welcome to Wild, Wonderful West Virginia. I'm Hal Brainerd, and this is my photo partner and videographer, Aaron Curtis Ingram.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to share with you all the trip that we took to West Virginia's most scenic photographed spot. It's Glade Creek Grist Mill located in Babcock State Park.
And when we say West Virginia's most photographed scenic spot, when you consider the beauty of West Virginia, this is really an exciting place to come photograph. Glade Creek is located in the central part of West Virginia, a little south central, close to Fayetteville, West Virginia. And you're only about 25 or 30 minutes at that point from the park. So Fayetteville is really a fantastic tourist town. That's where you're going to find your lodging, your restaurants. They've got whitewater rafting, the New River Gorge Bridge where you can jump off of it once a year if you so dare.
Yeah.
With a parachute, of course.
Yeah.
And you got Cathedral Falls right there. So this is just one beautiful area to come visit in West Virginia.
The nostalgia of the scene takes you back in time to a period when life moved a little slower. Glade Creek Grist Mill stands as a beautiful reminder that before electricity, over 500 mills provided West Virginians with fresh ground meal.
Glade Creek Grist Mill is operational one day a week, which I believe is Wednesday. And they're operational from Memorial Day till Labor Day.
Right.
And in the gift shop, you can actually buy some of the meal that is produced at the Glade Creek Grist Mill. Buckwheat, cornmeal, and whole wheat flour.
Right.
Hal called me one Saturday evening saying, "Actually, Hal, why don't you tell them?"
You know, I called Aaron because it was going to be snowing at Glade Creek on Monday. And I thought blowing snow would create a mood I have never captured before. So Aaron and I teamed up together with my photography and his video skill to show how unique this wonderful mill is.
Well, light and fluffy cold snow falling would have been nice, but this was wet and heavy, melting as it hit our equipment, soaking us in the process and making it a little more photographically challenging, but providing us with an excellent video, void of the crowds that can gather at Glade Creek. Hal, let's let the video speak for itself.
Hey, good morning. We are coming to you from Babcock State Park. This is a beautiful mill along Glade Creek. 3 mills were taken down. They were put together as one here. One beautiful location. It does not matter what angle you photograph this mill, it's going to be a beautiful shot. So we're here early in the morning. Sunrise was at 7:22. It is now a few minutes after 8. I usually like to start shooting 15 minutes before sunrise. We're down in a gorge here, and typically you'll start shooting at sunrise, and by 10 o'clock the light is finally getting into the gorge to hit the mill. And if that light is too harsh, you're not going to have a very nice shot at that point. The light will only be on the front of the mill for about 20 minutes. So you've got a very limited period of time to make it work. If you start shooting about 15 minutes before sunrise, you can get some gorgeous shots at that hour. And then if the contrast after sunrise is too bright, you've still got some wonderful pictures. Let me explain to you what we're doing out here this morning on this wonderful, gorgeous day. And I say that with a little bit of sarcasm, but believe me, the mood that this is setting is absolutely wonderful. The pictures are going to be fantastic. So it really is a wonderful day. I like to shoot at an ISO of 100 because I make my prints quite large. 30 by 40, 20 by 24. Some of the panoramas go as big as 6 feet wide. So an ISO of 100 to me is important. Consequently, with that slow ISO and on a very overcast day, my exposure this morning is 1/10 of a second at f/5.6. Now the nice thing about that, the 1/10 of a second really is going to smooth the water out, make a very nice smooth water flow. And you know, f/5.6, if I have focused on my subject properly, is still, with the distance we have here, will keep everything in focus for us. What you want to do is, if you know what the area is that you want in focus, you actually focus on 1/3 of the way into that image. And that means that as long as you know what your depth of field is, you know the area that's going to be in focus, the back 2/3 will be in focus and the front 1/3 will be in focus. So I think we have a super morning, and we'll just keep on shooting and show you what the difference will be as the light changes. The light ain't going to change.
Once you have a good composition, creating magnificent images comes down to the retouching. If you have the correct exposure, you have full control of making an award-winning image. Looking at your LCD screen to see if the exposure is good does not work. You control the lightness or darkness of your LCD screen by the settings you choose. So the image on your screen tells you nothing. The histogram tells you if you are underexposed, overexposed, or if there is too much contrast.
Exposure. I said perfect exposure.
Well,
First one.
That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
Gee.
Get the histogram set properly by your shutter speed and f-stop, and it will provide you the control to be able to create beautiful images through the retouching.
That's really nice. Wow. That's very nice. And the snow is really making a wonderful mood here. You must turn on the camera. You know, it helps, especially with digital. You know.
Hal and I are here. We are filming. We're taking pictures, different angles. It's a real pleasure to be here. It's cold, but it's not as cold as it could be. And it's just a pleasure of being outside. I just love being outside. So Hal's bringing his camera down now, and we're gonna hopefully get some cool shots.
Well, I'm shooting, again, I'm shooting an ISO of 100 because I like to blow my pictures up really big and I'll get much sharper quality shots that way. So I'm shooting at a 20th of a second at f8. Such a beautiful morning. Hey, I want to thank you all for joining us today. I certainly want to thank Aaron Curtis Ingram, my cameraman, and he'll be editing this. Aaron has been an amateur videographer now for 15 years, and I keep telling him, hey, why not go professional? You know. So it was really nice of him to come out and help me with this today. It's not the best conditions, but it sure does create some nice mood for your photographs. You'll have a good day, and thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.